I ain't known an Esther that answered the door in the past 25 years.
He ain't said much. I made the bed up there and he ain't said much.
I believe he might have come through that hall window up there. Knocked some paint off that window. I don't know why she wanted to stay in this house. I put him to work on that wall out in the back. He out there now busting up them stones. You gotta keep your eye on him. Oh, stop. Come in.
They had a riot over at the mill. The people said they wasn't going back to work, and the police tried to go and make them. They started throwing bottles at the police, and then started busting out the windows. The police started charging the folks, started arresting them. They couldn't arrest them fast enough. Horses started trampling over people, ran over the top of one fellow. He liable to be crippled for life. They having another meeting down at the church tonight. They say they ain't going back to work tomorrow. Reverend Tyrell told them that they shouldn't go either. Told them that the hand of justice was at the gate, but the people still had to go and open. Hey, Bryton, can you read this for me, please?
Carle Brown of Louisville, Kentucky, departed this life September 30, 1904 at Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, at midday in the midst of a life of usefulness and in the fullness of his powers. He was born of slave parents June the 29th, 1862, in Charleston, South Carolina. At an early period in his life, interested parties hurried the mother and 3 children northward, without the protection of a husband and father, to begin a long siege of poverty. Mr. Brown leaves to mourn his unfinished life a wife and 4 children, and a host of family and friends.
I got somebody to help us with that wall. He out there now busting up them rocks.
Hey, Blackberry, I need your help to go and write a letter to my sister.
Oh, what Jefferson Culpepper say?
Jefferson Culpepper got the consumption. He can't go. The doctor say he can't go. It don't look like he got much time left.
You know I'd go with you. If it wasn't for Aunt Esther, it would be like old times.
Well, I won't go if I got to go all by myself.
What you want the letter to say?
Dear Eliza, it is hard times here for everyone too. Hold on the best you can till I get there. You got that?
Yes. You want to tell her when you're coming?
I promise the fall will not pass till you see me. Tell her, hold on the best you can. Go along with everything as is. Make sure to go and tell her the best faith is in yourself. Even though God do got a part that he playing into. And that's it.
How you want to sign it?
Your brother, 2 Kings.
I thought that was you out here. Well, Mr. Citizen.
He out in the back working on the wall.
See if he wants something to eat. Blackberry, you got something for Mr. Citizen to eat? When you leave and son.
Oh. I went down to Butera to get me some new boots. Jefferson Culpepper got the consumption. He can't go. As soon as I break in these new boots, I got you. Go.
Oh, good morning, Mr. Citizen. You sleep all right?
I slept good, yeah.
I got somebody I want you to meet. This here is Solid. That's Citizen Barlow. Mr. Citizen, remind me about Jude, but
My name is 2 Kings. Used to be Uncle Alfred. The government's looking for me for being a runaway, so I changed it.
Oh, man, he said it after my freedom came. She wouldn't like it if I changed my name.
Your mama trying to tell you something. She put a heavy load on you. It's hard to be a citizen. By the time you go and find it, you realize how heavy it is. No, I used to be called Uncle Alfred. Ran into one fellow who called me Uncle Alfred. I said, Uncle Alfred dead. He said, I'm looking at you. I said, you're looking at two kings. That's David and Solomon. He must have had something in his ear because all he heard was Solomon. He said, I'm going to call you Solly. Everybody been calling me Solly ever since. But my name is Two Kings. Some people call me Solomon. Some people call me David. I answer to either one. I don't know which one God going to call me, but if he calls me Uncle Alfred, we going to have a big fight.
You got that stick. My daddy's carry a stick just like that. My dad carried a stick just like that everywhere he went. You see, my daddy didn't have a stick.
Lots of people carry sticks. Ain't you ever heard of sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt me? Well, this a bone breaker. You know, I used to try and carry stones, but they was too heavy. I seen 100 men go and carry sticks. My daddy carried a stick. He had to fight to carry his stick. I don't know about those 100 men if they had to go and fight to go and carry theirs, but they was carrying them nonetheless. Why don't you carry one?
I got my knife.
Oh, I got a knife too. Knives is for killing. Thank God I never had to go and kill nobody. I did come close this one time. This one old gal took a liking to me and her man come after me. That's as close as I ever come to going killing somebody. I busted him up real good with my stick. And then she come after me and told me stop. Because he was going to pay for her rent and she needed that. Get you a stick and it'll save you a lot of trouble. Where you from?
Alabama. That around Wylie.
I'm from Alabama too. They got some good people down there. I've been to Opelika. I've been all over. I've been clear down to the Gulf of Mexico. I've been through Louisiana. I made it all the way up into Canada. I went into Canada in 1857. You know, I'm on my way back down to Alabama to go and get my sister. You should come along with me. I need a good, strong man like you to go and help me. Get you one of these bone breakers, and let's go and help the people get to freedom.
I just got back. If I go back down there with you, I'll turn around and come back. I'm looking for a job. Ain't no jobs down there.
The people think they ain't freedom. That's all my daddy ever talked about. He died and he never had it. I say I got it, but what exactly is it? It ain't been nothing but a bunch of trouble.
Freedom is what you make it.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta fight to go and make it mean something. All it means is that you got a long road to hoe, and you ain't got no plow. You ain't got no seed. You ain't got no mule. What good is freedom if you don't know what to go and do with it? I seen many a man go and die for freedom, but they didn't know what they was getting into. If they had known, they would have thought twice about it.
Solly, you want some beans?
Ooh, what kind is that? I had a couple of old gals once that went and tried to go and poison. Well, one, the doctor said I was lucky, because if I had taken another bite, I would have died. Good thing she couldn't cook. I was just eating just to be polite.
Your baby lima beans cooked up with some ham hocks.
I can't eat no lima beans, they belly busters. But I can eat me some baby lima beans. They shoot me a lot better.
We had this rhyme when I was a little kid. These beans, musical fruit. The more you eat, the more you chew. The more you chew, the better you feel. So have them beans forever, beer.
Them big lima beans, go and tell the truth about that. Hey, Black Mary, hey, I got another pair of pants and a shirt that needs some cleaning, but I ain't got but a dime.
What happened to all the dollars you get from selling that dog shit? Come here the other day bragging about it.
I just got me a new pair of boots. I'll give you 15 cents. If I had the 15 cents, I'd give it to you. I always want to be on the right side, but sometimes I don't know what side that is. You know, they say God make plans, but the devil make plans too.
God ain't never wrong.
God say different things. God go and say, I will smite my enemies. Then he go and say, turn the other cheek. That don't give you nothing but two broke jaws.
You trying to be like God. Everything for him ain't always for you. That's how you got kicked out of heaven.
That's what I'm saying. Lucifer was God's enemy. God didn't turn the other cheek. He went and picked Lucifer up and threw him out into hell.
The Bible says, do unto others as you would have them do unto you.
God didn't do that. God didn't want Lucifer to go and kick him out of heaven. He wanted Lucifer to bow down and pledge obedience unto him. That's what he would have Lucifer do unto him. He wasn't going to go bow down and pledge no allegiance to no Lucifer.
This is a peaceful house. These niggas gone crazy. They were down at the mill riding, busting out the goddamn windows, talking about they ain't going to work. There's all kind of chaos and confusion over there. Police had to arrest about 200 people. I ain't never seen nothing like it. Want to bust out the goddamn window, running around like a pack of wild animals, talking about they ain't going to work. Can't have that. The mill losing money. They have to be downtown to put a stop to it. I'll give them one more day. They don't go to work tomorrow, they'll be hell to pay. That's another one. Come to get his soul washed. If I didn't know any better, I'd say our Esther selling moonshine. Citizen Barlow is helping me here with that wall.
What you need a wall for? Somebody want to come in and just climb over. You don't need a wall. That ain't nothing but a waste of time. You ain't got to worry about an honest man. A thief ain't going to let a wall stop him. He going to climb over and keep climbing over until he find out the truth. Crime don't pay. That's the way you stop a thief. The wall ain't going to do nothing but make him mad. Where you from?
Alabama.
I don't want to catch you stealing nothing. I catch you stealing something, I'm going to put you in jail. How long you been up here?
4 weeks.
Get you some shoes. This the city. You don't need them farmer boots up here. Get you some shoes and stay out of the saloons. You working? Where you working at?
I'm looking for a job.
Go over to the mill. They got jobs over there. Go over to the mill and tell them I sent you. Either that or go to Philadelphia. They got jobs in Philadelphia. It's crowded here. Too many niggas breed trouble. Move on down to Philadelphia. If you stay around here, you got to stay out of trouble. You understand? My name's Caesar. I'm the boss man around here. What's your name?
Citizen Barlow.
You a troublemaker, Citizen Barlow? You ever been to jail?
I ain't never been to jail.
That's where you're headed. You got to have visible means of support around here. I catch you standing around looking to steal something and you ain't got $2 in your pocket, you going to jail, you understand? Get you a job and stay out of trouble. Stay off the streets.
I ain't looking to steal nothing.
That's my sister. Black Mary's my sister. I want you to stay away from her. I don't want you looking at her wrong.
Caesar, leave him alone.
I'm just schooling him. I like him. Don't want to see him getting in any trouble.
My mama say stay out of trouble.
Your mama told you right. Where you living? You got a place to stay? You got money to pay rent?
I ain't got no place.
Come see me. I'll give you a place to stay. You got to pay the rent though. If you can't pay the rent, you got to move on and let somebody else pay. You know how to read? You know how to count money?
I know how to count money good.
Here. Here go a quarter. I want to see what you do with that. These niggas take and throw their money away in the saloons and get mad when it's gone. I gave one fellow a quarter. He turned around and gave it to the candy man. I said, now he could have done something with that. Wasn't much, but it was 25 cents more than he had. He took and threw it away. He can't see past his nose. He can't see it's all set up for him to do whatever he wants. He could have took and bought a can of shoe polish. Got himself a rag. If he could see that far, he'd look up and find $25 in his pocket. $25 buys you an opportunity. It ain't but $5 to get into the crap game. That's 5 opportunities he done threw away. Candy man gonna get him a bigger wagon, another 5 pounds of sugar, and he gonna be digging a ditch the rest of his life. I wanna see what you do. You turn that 25 cents into $5, you come see me, I'll give you a job.
I don't want nobody to give me nothing.
I can see you one of them hard-headed niggas. Got to bust you in the head a couple of times, then you'll straighten up. You watch yourself, Steve, because you just got on my list. I told you I'm the boss man around here. Ask anybody, they'll tell you who Caesar is.
Best be getting to work on that wall, citizen. We got a lot of work to do.
I keep an eye on him because that's one you got to watch. Ain't nothing missing this day. He liable to steal a coffee pot.
Why don't you leave him alone, Caesar?
I ain't saying nothing bad about him. I like him. But if I was you, I'd keep an eye on him. I'd feed him in the yard. Hey, Solly, I see you got you some new shoes.
I got a new coat too. I wouldn't wear it, but I'm afraid people might think that I'm a rich man like you.
Money ain't got nobody's name on it. It's just floating out there. Go and grab you some. I got me a new coat too. I'm gonna wear it tomorrow.
Yeah, well, if you wear yours, then I'll wear mine.
I see where Reverend Todd went and talked to the mayor.
What makes you think the mayor gonna see him? The mayor is not gonna see him when I bury the damn fool out of his church. I told him not to do it. How he gonna get a Christian buried? Man killed himself. He's still above the nails. You want to jump to the river and stay there till he die. How he gonna get a Christian burial?
He say he ain't do it.
I'd say I didn't do it too if the law was after me. You arrest somebody for loitering and they swear they're not standing there. That don't mean nothing to me because he say he didn't do it. I got witnesses. 500 people standing around watching the man drown. Tried to break it up. Get him to go home. But they want to stand around and watch the damn fool drown himself in the river. I tried to save him. He didn't have no sense to save himself. People want to blame me, but I got to keep order. Just like these niggas riding over a bucket of nails, talking about they ain't going to work. Talking about closing the mill down. They can't see the mill is what holds it all together. Without that mill, this city would be in chaos. This city need that tin. They need that tin in Detroit. They need that tin in Philadelphia and Cincinnati. Industry would drive the country. Without industry, wouldn't nobody be working. That tin puts people to work doing other things. These niggas can't see that. They ought to be glad the mill is there. If it wasn't for the mill, them niggas would have no way to pay their rent. You close down the mill and see what happens then. I'll tell you what happens then. 100 niggas is going to jail for trying to steal something. That's what happens then. 100 niggas go to jail for loitering. 100 niggas going to jail for disturbing the peace after they get mad and start fighting each other. 500 babies are going to go hungry. There'll be 100 new prostitutes. People going to be living in the streets begging for a dime, all because some damn fool took it upon himself to steal a bucket of nails and run and jump into the goddamn river. You close down that mill, you ain't got nothing left. These niggas can't see that. Want to blame me. You want to know whose fault it is? I'll tell you whose fault it is. It's Abraham Lincoln's fault. He didn't know like I know. He had no idea what he was doing. Some of these niggas is better off in slavery. They don't know how to act otherwise. You try to do something nice to niggas and it backfire on you every time. You try to give them an opportunity by giving a job and they take and throw it away, talking about they ain't going to work. I got to go. Tell Aunt Esther I'll see her later.
Sully, I'll have your laundry by Thursday.
I see you still carrying that stick.
Yeah, I still got it. Carrying it up to the hill, all the way up to the graveyard.
Well, now, see, they got laws against that now. I told you that. This ain't the country. This ain't Alabama. This Pittsburgh. They got laws against carrying a stick in Pittsburgh. That's a weapon.
It's a walking stick. Abraham Lincoln carried a walking stick. General Grant carried a walking stick. You ain't going to arrest them. Go and tell General Grant he can't go and carry a walking stick.
It's against the law to carry a weapon.
The law can go to hell if you telling me I can't carry a walking stick.
There must be 500,000 different jobs a man can have. You tell me how somebody come to pick a dog shit up off the street.
I best be getting to work on that ball.
And you. Got him walking around here talking about Caesar's sister does my laundry. How does that make me look? My sister, a washerwoman. Why don't you come back and work for me at the bank? You're sitting here up on the Aunt Esther watching time go by. Aunt Esther ain't got no time left. She got 2 feet in the grave just waiting for the body to follow.
You don't know nothing about Aunt Esther. She give me more than what most other people do. I ain't never been so at peace with myself since I've been here. You can say whatever you want, but I don't want to hear that.
I told you I would help you. You're a young woman.
I'm doing just fine right where I'm at. You over there selling magic bread and overcharging rent? Putting people out on the street. I don't want no part of that.
I get good value for my services. Quite naturally, you got to pay the rent. Move on and let somebody else pay it. I try to tell these niggas, this ain't the city. This the city. This ain't the country. I can't wait for the crowd to come in. It's taking them a while, but they learning. And yeah, I sell magic bread. Got me a big sign say, you only got to eat half as much to get twice as full. I charge 1.5 times for it. You don't understand how many people hoping they ain't got nothing else. They take that loaf of bread and make it last twice as long. They wouldn't do that if I didn't charge 1.5 times for it. I'm helping people.
Caesar, I done told you I'm satisfied right where I'm at. I don't want no part of that.
But I remember when you were a part of it. You were selling whole cakes with me. You were running the bakery. Why can't it be like old times? I miss us working together. When we were working together, it wasn't about Caesar or black men. It was about the Wilkes family.
That was before you killed that boy.
He was a thief. He was stealing. That's about the worst thing you can do. Steal the fruits of somebody else's labor. Go out and work for it. That's what I did. I ain't never stolen nothing in my life. It's against the law. Stealing's against the law. Everybody know that.
It was a loaf of bread, Caesar. He was stealing a loaf of bread.
I gave him an opportunity to stop. I told him he was under arrest. He started running with a loaf of bread under his arm. I had to shoot him. You can't do nothing like that and get away with it. People don't understand the law is everything. What is it not? People think the law is there to serve them, but anybody can see you've got to serve it. There's nothing above the law. That's what I try to tell these niggas. Everything come under the law. You got to respect the law. Unless you did. That's the only way you ain't got to respect the law.
I remember when you was on the other side of the law. When you were younger, you would have laughed at somebody for stealing a loaf of bread. What happened to that, Caesar?
He took an oath to uphold the law. So you try to be like your mother. I don't know why she never liked me. She tried to poison you against me and you let her.
See, you killing that boy ain't got nothing to do with my mama. You always try and hide behind that.
I got to play the hand that was dealt to me. You look around and see that you black. You look at the calendar. Slavery's over. I'm a free man. I can wake up whatever time I want to in the morning. I can move all over, pick any woman I want. I can walk down the street and buy anything my money can buy me. There ain't nothing I can't have. I'm starting now. This is why I get me a little something, little place to start. You look and see the race you got to run different from somebody else's. Maybe it's got more hill. It's longer. But it's what I got. So, what to do? I look around and see where niggas got to eat and niggas got to sleep. I said, boy, if I get me some bread, I'd be a rich man. I got me some bread. And the Valley of the Blind, the one-eyed man is king. I started selling whole cakes off the back of a wagon. I took them right over the coals. Got me some beans, even put a little pork in them, selling them right out the pot. Police came and shut me down. Said I needed a license. It took a while, but I got me a license. I had to pay 6 or 7 people. But I got me a license. Niggas say my bowls was too small. I got bigger bowls. Niggas say wasn't enough pork in the beans. I put in more pork. Got me some chickens, charged extra for the big ones, and the niggas got mad. One fella said, chicken got big feet but don't have big wings. I seen I was in the wrong business. I said I was gonna let these niggas eat on their own and give them a place to stay. Only I didn't have no money to buy no property. I went down to the bank to borrow some money. They told me I need collateral. Say I need something to borrow against. I said, all right, I'll get me some collateral. I opened a gambling joint in the back of the barber shop, sold whiskey. Police shut me down. Had to put bullet holes in a couple of niggas, and they arrested me and put me in the county farm. Had to bust a couple niggas for trying to steal my food. Couple tried to escape. I caught them. That wasn't gonna do nothing but make it bad on everybody. They out there enjoying their freedom, ducking and dodging the law. Everybody else on half rations got to make up their work. One fella named John Hanson started a riot. I could see that wasn't gonna be nothing but bad news. I took him on 1-to-1, man to man. He busted my eye. That's how come I can't see was so good out my one eye. He busted my eye, but I put down that riot. They gave me a year. I did 6 months before the mayor called me in his office wanting to see me. Said he wanted to put me in charge of the 3rd ward. Told me, say, you fry the little fish, bring the big fish to me. He gave me a badge and a gun. I took my gun and badge down to the bank, laid it on the counter, said, I want to borrow money on that. There was a fella named Harry Bryant that had a place over on Caldwell Street he sold to me. They ran him out of town. Charged me 3 times what it was worth, took the money and ran. They tried to kill him for selling to a Negro. I said, all right, I got me a little star. Niggas got mad. Said I must have thought I was a white man because I got a hold to a little something. They've been mad at me ever since. Everybody mad at me. You mad at me.
It ain't about being mad at you, Caesar. You're my brother. I respect and honor that. I always have and I always will. But we don't owe each other any more than that.
I ain't got but one sister and I try to do right by her. You pushed me away. Family's important. I understand the value of family. Blood is thicker than water. It's always been that way and it always will be. You can't even water it down. Your mother wanted to turn blood into vinegar. When Uncle Jack was dying, she wouldn't even go see him. Said he was fooling the people by being a fake blind man. She was right. But that's her brother. He deserves better than that. You can't sit and judging over people. That's God's job. God decide who done right and wrong. Uncle Jack dying, calling for his sister, and she wouldn't go see him. That's the kind of mother you got. You let her run your life. Got you thinking like her. You're thinking wrong and don't even know it. Many a times I tried to make up to her. She wouldn't have it. Called me a scoundrel. But did that stop me from paying for her funeral? I paid for her funeral. Even shed a few tears. If I knew any prayers I'd have said it. You want to know why? Because she's family. You give up on family, you ain't got nothing left.